welcome to Born Season. We have 3 Sinking Boys IDs, 1 Sinking Born ID, 1 Sinking Tremor ID, and 2 other non-born apprentices. Okay, let's be honest, this is a Sinking season. Since we're only getting Sinking IDs, I think it will be a good moment to talk about how to make a good Sinking team. Your game style and team building will depend on whether you use Sun Lament Gisang or Spicebush Gisang. Spicebush has the highest damaging skill in the game thanks to Sinking Deluge, which multiplies Sinking count by Sinking potency to deal both SP and HP damage. So you want to pair him with compositive units that don't have many coins to maximize the nuke damage. Sun Lament Gisang is a bit more complicated than that. His main damage tool comes from the unique Sinking type, Butterfly. When inflicting Butterfly, you will consume either the Living, which is potency, or the Departed, which is count, to inflict the respective effect on the opponent. If you hit an enemy affected with the Living, you will heal SP based on how many stacks of the Living there are on the enemy. If the enemy is suffering from the Departed, they will take extra damage based on sinking stacks themselves with a maximum of 30 extra damage per hit. He deals less overall damage than Spicebush, but his damage and classing are more consistent. Between which of the two is better, Spicebush tends to be more popular because big number goes up. However, his attacks don't do the so he's literally unplayable. Regardless of which Gisang you are using, there is one ID that has cemented itself as not only a core Sink Inflictor, but as one of the best IDs in the game. Of course, I'm talking about Kodia. Kodia is the solution to all of your problems. You need to clash high. Kodia is a negative coin clasher, and like most negative coin clashers, he doesn't lose clashes. You need more count on the enemy. This pair makes all of her attacks neutral or positive, and she already has a more than decent infliction on her skills. You need a tank? Use her positive. You want damage? Use her negative. Another core ID is the Elder King himself. He can be staggered as long as he rides his horse, has Ruin for head negations and Sinking in Panic, has a nuke that can be used almost every 2 turns. Next thing you're gonna tell me is that he can make allies immortal or something like that. Anyways, let's move on to the team specific building. For Ishmael, you want either Giong or Boatworks. Boatworks is the second best count inflictor of the team, as she's always clash neutral thanks to her passive, and has a +5 count skill tree, so she pairs up pretty well with Spicebush. Giong Office is like aggressively count neutral, has high damage, and has lots of coins. All of these are characteristics present on the Sun Lament team. Gregor also has 2 options for this team. Edgar is an all-time classic with a positive S2, a high evade, and a source amount of damage. You can play him in any of the 2 teams. His other ID is only useful for the Sun Lament team, but in my opinion is better than Edgar. The ID I'm talking about is Big Vertigo. I already have a video on him, but to summarize, he has high rolls, lots of coins, gets buffs from being in the same team as Sun Lament and Kodia, and can clash regardless of speed. For the last 2 slots, you have a few options. My personal recommendation is to get at least one of the Butlers. Butler Faust is not that good of a clasher, but he has count positive skills, which is good for Spicebush, and Otis is a high clasher with count negative skills, for Sun Lament. So they can both work in any team if you don't have a replacement. By themselves, these IDs are not really that good, but they can apply the effect Echoes of the Manor with their skills tree. Echoes of the Manors is a Sinking Panic type that causes a 50% chance to inflict +1 Sinking count when inflicting Sinking potency to the affected enemy, basically making every skill count neutral or positive. If an enemy with this effect suffers from panic, the effect will spread to other enemies. At this point, you have only 1 slot free. The usual thing to do with this last slot is to run a Hong Lu. You can use the Eshi because of his neutral skill set, or Reindeer Hong Lu because of his +4/+4 skill tree. But since this is a Season 7 video, I want to propose a new interesting idea. Regardless of what team you are using, pick Faust as your Butler. Then, for your last slot, you will use Odrat Vanguard Otis. She has everything you could need in a Sinking team. She's count negative, but her unique effect Blue Sand makes her neutral and other units positive. She also has Shield Fracture, which is a miniature version of Sinking Deluge, as she only deals damage based on potency. She clashes high, has many coins, and is always gonna take 20 or 30% less damage. For Egos, I'm not really an expert on this topic because I'm a free-to-play with bad luck, but 2 semi-core Egos are Rhyme Shark for the count, and Bygone Ishmael for the Echoes of the Manor on Corrosion. Funeral of the Dead Butterfly Gregor is also pretty good because of the 6 billion coins paired with the plus coin power that you can get from both of his single IDs. The last ego to keep in mind is Bygone Day Gisang. The skill itself is good, a single hit and increase some sinking potency. Wouldn't be that special if it wasn't by how weird the potency is inflicted. Instead of costing, I don't know, 10 potency one time like any other skill gold, this skill causes 1 potency 10 times. Each individual application of potency has a chance to activate the Echoes of the Manors, turning that 10 potency into 10 potency and 5 count. Thanks for watching, like, subscribe, do that stuff, and comment what status team should I explain next.